Do you want to know how to become extra charming without looking like an Instagram model? Is there a secret to keeping people's hearts right at your fingertips without looking stunning? The truth is that a nice body and a perfect smile are a genetic lottery. And when you don't get them, it could be really hard to stand out and get all the perks beautiful people have just by looking good. Yet physical beauty is overrated, and there are more profound ways to charm hearts that go beyond looks. In this video, we are going to show you how to be effortlessly charming in the most meaningful ways. Once you know how to be charming, it will be easier for you to get inside people's hearts. So watch this video until the end so you can understand how easy it is to be effortlessly charming. If you are new here, make sure to click the subscribe button and leave a comment below saying, "I subscribed." I will try my best to reply to as many comments as possible. Let's start. Number 11. Always make use of positive observations. The worst enemies of a valuable connection are awkward silences. Those times when there is a 500-foot drop between you and the other person you are talking to. Nothing is more effective than a positive observation that can cut through the small talk and go straight to the other person's most important values. When you say something nice and profound about the other person, you are brightening up his day, and the conversation suddenly becomes this beautiful journey of recognizing both valuable traits. That's an effective way of winning somebody's heart, since you are introducing something they may never have heard of before. There are many people out there who feel unappreciated and they feel like nobody realizes their worth. You are one positive observation away from changing their world a little and winning their hearts. Number 10. Eye contact says more than 1,000 words. To be charming is to be confident, and nothing says "I am here" more than eye contact. Once you lock your gaze on another person, you are providing a first-person view of your soul, which goes beyond appearances. Besides, there are several studies as to why making eye contact could make you more charming. Participants who communicated with somebody that looked at them in the eye had better opinions than those who communicated with an averted gaze, according to researchers at Miami University. When you make eye contact, people will think you are friendly and caring, which are two very charming traits. Number 9. Be a certified empath. There is nothing more charming than being emotionally available to people. When you are there, whether it's listening, worrying, or even just caring about the other person's well-being, you are being effortlessly charming. Your warm thoughts or wise advice can be more meaningful and beautiful than the latest Instagram model. There are many people out there that, deep down, feel completely alone and hurt. Being that one person that stays to listen or to give comfort already makes you special. The ability to understand others' emotions and feelings can take you a long way. Nothing is more beautiful for somebody who is cold than a warm shoulder where they can support their grief. Being an empath is an extraordinary ability that can charm any heart. Number 8. Always begin by listening. When you take the extra second to listen before you speak, then you are better in that regard than 99% of people. Stop what you are doing and always listen first. There is always that temptation of adding more details, explaining a similar experience during a conversation, or getting that joke in. But sometimes you will be better off just listening. When you do that, you give others the necessary space to be themselves and express freely, without the need for them to shut up and endure a conversation they don't want to be in anymore. At the State University of New York, they conducted a study where they found that people who listen effectively will earn complete trust and can be more prompt in listening to sensitive information. You'll gain access not only to their hearts, but also to their secrets. Number 7. Be vulnerable. If there is one rule in social interactions, it is that the closer you are to that person, the more beautiful you look. And one of the ways to cut distance and break the ice is to be vulnerable. When you show vulnerability, you are showing yourself as a normal human being, and many people will see themselves in that image. Most people try to hide it, and even disguise it with elaborate personalities, but you don't need to when you show your true self. That will make people trust you at a completely new level, since you will never be perceived as a threat or a competitor, but just like another human being that wants to get close. And it has nothing to hide. Number 6. Common ground always. If you find yourself in the middle of a heated argument, stop, breathe and assess the situation. Find that inner voice of reason to establish how you ended up there and what your responsibility is for it. Then you can establish a common ground, the smartest way of finding peace and making a relationship stronger. It doesn't matter if the fight was against your friend, your partner, or your coworker. Finding common ground and going beyond the argument makes you instantly likable. Number 5. Be emotionally responsible. There are people out there that could live on a magazine cover at any time of the day. They are so beautiful that people are always shocked when they are around. But when people start to see how they constantly complain about others, how everything is somebody else's fault, how they never own up to their mistakes, then that beauty goes away quickly. It doesn't really matter if you look like an Instagram model when you live blaming others, so even if you are not a living model, you can charm people's hearts for the long run when you own up to your mistakes. Making yourself reliable and humble can make people fall in love with you. There are a lot of people out there who will value your honesty, and the more humble you can be, the more likable you are. Number 4. Always smile. Smiling a lot can be the key to many people's hearts. When you smile, you are opening yourself up and showing others that everything is okay. Your smile can be a drastic mood changer in many situations that could need it, and that will make you instantly charming. When you smile, you are welcoming the world and letting them know that your vibe makes it a better place. And smiling can also work as a mirror for them. Smiling at a stranger could be the best first impression possible, and it doesn't matter how good you look when you are so confident and happy. Happiness is something that can be radiated and fill a room. Smiling is a shortcut to making that happen, and it is one of the best ways to be instantly charming. Number 3. Working on your looks. Even the most beautiful looking people out there need a little arrangement. And the same goes for the rest of us. You can make a lot of progress with simple changes like upgrading your self-image, watching the food you eat, exercising, and finding a skincare routine. All those details could help you immensely to look better. And it could require way less work than you initially thought. Maybe there is a sport that you have never played that can get you hooked and burn calories at the same time. Maybe there is something way more tasty for you than your favorite fast food chain. It's just a matter of trying something new, and your looks could improve as a welcome consequence. Number 2. Giving meaningful feedback. Active listening can be the perfect way to make everybody who talks to you feel welcome. When you repeat what the other person is saying and you actively seek to understand him, it shows, and it could change the other person's perspective on you instantly. Active listening is a technique that requires a little more attention to what the other people are saying. And when you give a powerful response to that comment, he will feel completely overwhelmed that somebody's listening, and that wonderful person is you. There are few things more attractive than somebody that truly listens, and when you are the bearer of good and useful news, it's a done deal for the other person's heart. Number 1. Make them feel good. When somebody leaves the conversation feeling better than before they started talking to you, then you are the most charming person in the world. And this is one of the most powerful ways of being effortlessly charming. Making people feel better around you is an art, but it can flow naturally when you make them feel good. And it's easier than you think, since when you are happy, others are too. Laurel Steinberg, a New York City relationship expert, explains the definition of charm as making other people enjoy being around you. And that sums up all the definitions of charming in the easiest way possible. Now, you are ready to take the next step. The recommended video that you see on the screen right now will show you how to make everyone fall in love with you using proven psychological steps. Make sure to watch it now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.